I posted a picture of myself and I asked, what do you want to see more of? What more content do you want to see? Are there any specific things that you'd like me to talk about that I'm not talking about? And I didn't really get a lot of responses, which is fine. I assume that that means if you like the content, everything I'm doing is perfect. But one thing that was in there was asked of me is, why did I decide to create a YouTube channel? Why did I do this? What is the purpose? Why am I here? So I just wanted to take that question and provide an answer. And so the honest answer is, I have so many thoughts and opinions and feelings and emotions and different things that I often have when it comes to different topics. And I like to share out what I'm thinking. However, I've realized that the way that I think about things and the way that I analyze situations, I don't necessarily react to things. I'm not a reactionary person. If somebody says something to me, my initial reaction is usually like going to be kind of like blah, or I'm going to respond with a question because that is how I react. And so because my reaction is a little bit slow or a little bit delayed, it causes me to like be kind of like a deeper thinker and to be more of like an analytical person. And so because of that, I wanted a space where I could be creative and where I could also just share out maybe a different perspective, a different opinion, and maybe help give some solace or some more understanding or a better foundation, or just give different information than you're used to seeing. Obviously, as a woman, I've watched sports my entire life. And for some people, women who talk sports, maybe we talk sports differently. Maybe we look at things and situations differently. Maybe our perspective is a little bit different. And I wanted to create a space where I could actually share that out. And I also like the fact that I'm also testing myself. And so I know for some people have told me like, it seems so easy for me. This is so natural and things like that. In a lot of ways, it is natural because I'm used to talking to a camera because I'm on a fitness journey. And almost every day, if not every day, I'm recording myself and talking to myself and like trying to get myself together. And personally, I don't think you can know yourself any better than when you're trying to lose weight, because you got to keep it real. So I'm used to talking to the camera. So that, yes, that is easy for me, but what's not easy for me is just like creating things and thinking of things and deciding what videos to post and what videos to put out and what videos will help a conversation or what videos will start a conversation or what videos will make an impact. I would like to think that I'm a pretty intentional person. I would like to think that the things that I do have a reason behind them, and the things that I do, are of quality and they make sense. Like, I don't just do things just to do things, because that's a waste of time. And so I feel like with this channel, I'm able to share a different voice, share a different perspective, give my thoughts on what I think, and also challenge myself a little bit in a different way and in a way that is kind of fun. And yes, is it scary putting yourself out there? In a lot of ways it is, but at the same time, it just kind of is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, everyone's not going to like you. Everyone's not going to agree with your comments. Everyone's not going to agree with, anything you say. People aren't going to understand your perspective. People are going to pass judgment on you. People are going to assume they know you when they don't. People are grading every single thing that I do. Sometimes I talk with my hands. Sometimes I might look at the wrong area of the camera. Sometimes my hair might be a mess. Sometimes my color combinations might not look good. Sometimes my presentation might not be that great. Sometimes, like, I got it. I think that's natural. That doesn't bother me, because how other people react to me really doesn't bother me. I think that's just maybe part of being confident, maybe part of just being like, it just kind of is what it is. And so I'm just going to step into it. I also think being a professor helps me, because I'm used to talking to a rotating group of people, because as classes change, the students that I teach change, and the way that I talk to them and the way that I present myself to them changes. I also think that one thing I like to do for myself is actually talk and actually like be a person to my name and be a person like to my channel. I thought about just doing voiceovers and like not showing myself, but I realized that like I am a part of this. Like, I want to put my face on the things that I'm saying, because I feel that passionately about what I'm saying. Even if some things that I say are triggering, even if some of the things that I'm saying don't meet what somebody else thinks I should be saying, I still wanted to be me in front of this camera because I like seeing myself. It's like because it's almost like a documentation of the things that I think, because I know there's going to be a time that comes when a take that I've had or something that I felt really strongly about, I might change my mind or I might have a change of opinion. And so I'm interested to see where I was and how I've grown and how I've evolved. So yeah, I like watching myself, and I like watching to see what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling in a moment. Because that's how I look at my videos. When I look at my videos, I know what my intention is and I know what my purpose was of the video. So I can look at myself that way, and I like having that documented. So that is why I decided to create a channel and to really just give back. If I help one person, two people, 75 people, 75,000 people, 75 million people, if I help people understand a topic better, or if I help give people talking points that they can then use for something else, if I help people open their minds and open their hearts and try to understand things in a different perspective, and if I educate people, like, I've done my job, and I feel like that is what I'm supposed to do. I also want to talk about my name. The reason why I came up with this name is because I think that sometimes we don't want to apply negative things or things that we might be perceiving as negative to ourselves. But if we start at a position with, yes, I'm not perfect. Yes, I have work to do. Yes, this might not be the end all be all. Yes, this might not be perfect. Yes, I'm not going to be perfect. As I'm looking at the camera right now, I actually see the back of my hair is not perfect. Those are the things I look at when I watch my video. But my whole point is, if I start by saying I am flawed, and there's things that I might say that you might not agree with, or my position on something might be flawed, it's me acknowledging that that's who I am. I am a flawed human being, and that's okay with me. And I'm acknowledging that from the offset. I'm not saying everything I'm saying is 100% right. I'm not saying everything I'm saying is 100% the gospel and you should believe me and this and that and, follow me. I have all the answers. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is I am coming at this with an opinion. I am coming at this with an opinion that I've spent time thinking about. I'm not just turning on the camera and starting to talk. I'm not just reacting. I will probably never do an immediate reaction to anything because that's not who I am as a human. I take time and I ask questions and I process, and that's just who I am. So the really flawed name came from the flawed part being of me accepting that. And then the really part comes in because I always say really. I'm always a person that says really. I don't know why. I've always been that way. That is my word. I'm like, really? Really? You think? Really? Really? Are you sure? Are you sure? Really? Really? So that's why I put that at the beginning. The other thing that's actually kind of funny is as I listen to people talk and as I listen to people dialogue, I also hear them say really a lot. And so it always just makes me laugh. I know they're not talking about me. I'm just saying the usage of the word. People say the word more than they think they do. So I just thought it was cute and was very me and very on brand to have my name be really flawed. So that is why I started this channel. That is why I have the name. I did make a shorts about this where I cut it up. And so if you go back and watch like my very first couple of videos, you will see that there. But I just wanted to make this to give a little bit more context about my why I'm here. If I can start a conversation about something that maybe nobody thought about or something that maybe people thought about, they just couldn't articulate how they thought that. Or if I give a voice to anything, or if I make people feel safe and I make people feel connected, I'm here for all of those things. So that's why I'm here. I want to thank all of you all for just being interested in hearing what I have to say. Even if you're hate watching me, that's fine. It is what it is. Even if you want to troll me, that's fine. It is what it is. Even if you don't like me, if you don't like the way I talk, if you don't like who you think I am or whatever those things, that's fine too. I'm not for everybody. That's fine. Everybody doesn't have taste. I'm just kidding. But if you enjoy coming on this journey with me and just hearing my takes, understanding a little bit more about things from a different perspective, especially sports, you're in the right place. I'm going to give it to you. I also like that I can talk about life. And I also like that I didn't necessarily pigeon my channel into a place where I couldn't talk about life and I couldn't expand on other things that might be happening in the world, in my life, politics, sports, you know, I don't really watch reality TV, but you get what I'm saying. I like that I've left this open so that I can talk about any and everything. So I didn't mean to talk this long, but just wanted to share a little bit about me, my why I'm here. This might change after a while, but as of right now, this is what has led me here. This is quite frankly what is keeping me here. And this is what makes me excited to like create videos and get excited to like get in front of the camera and to share my thoughts. And so this is just me. So here I am. So if you want to hear more about me, or if there's a question that you have for me that I didn't answer, let me know. I will say that I don't really talk about my personal life a lot on here. That is by design. I try to keep my personal life private because I feel like when I keep my personal life private, that's something that I can hold on to and I can love on and I can cherish. And I want to keep it that way. So if you ask some questions, I may or may not answer them. That's just how I'm going to be. And really, I'm kind of like that, like really anyway. Notice how I said really. But if you have other questions that you want me to answer, or other videos that you want me to see, or other things that you want me to comment on, let me know. Everything that happens, I will not comment on because I don't think everything deserves a comment, but I'm curious to know if you have something that you want me to talk about, or if you have something that you want to know about me, let me know in the comments below, or may not answer them. But you know, the option is there. So just let me know.